Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're going to talk about another amazing lake in northern Michigan. It's this one, Lake Leelanau in Leelanau County. This is going to be the tale of two lakes by the same name, Lake Leelanau, but there's a North Lake and a South Lake. They're both amazing in their own ways. They're both very beautiful. We're going to start here with the South Lake and show you all the best features that this one's got to offer. Okay, Lake Leelanau is located northwest of Traverse City in northern Michigan. It's a long, narrow lake that goes through the town of the same name, Lake Leelanau. Here's the map of North and South Lakes here for reference. Talk about the North Lake is about 6 miles from the northmost end to the town of Lake Leelanau, about 2 miles across, includes the town of Leland on it. And then the South Lake is about 11 miles from the northmost point to the bottom and about 2 miles across. So I'm on the South Lake here. This one is more of a fishing lake. I mean, you can fish both of these lakes, but this one I think is fished more than the North Lake. The color of the water is going to be a lot darker. The sun's not so good today, but I'll show you what it looks like here. You can see it's sort of a turbid water color. Good cover for the fish, lots of weeds here. I just put in over at Bingham Boat Launch, which is this one just straight over there. It's actually kind of a nice launch. Not used that one before, but pretty good trailer parking. It does get busy. I was here on Saturday and you can see all the trailers that were in there, but it's got a nice ramp, 2 ramps to get yourself in and out of the lake, so a good place to start. This area is called Perrins Bay down here. That's the Birch Point over there. Just a little kind of cut in here on the southeast side of the lake. Very natural over there. Good fishing spot. You know, smallmouth bass, walleye, pike, big bluegills. You can't see it too well here, but it's weedy down there. Weedy and dark. So that is the place that those big fish are going to be. There is a restaurant and a bar actually called Paradise Cove. It's the only one on the South Lake that I'm aware of. They got seasonal slips in there. They got day slips, and then you can pull up if you want to get a meal over there. It looks like they also got gas, which I didn't know they had before. But that's on the south end of the lake right near Perrins Bay here. Shallow area in here, probably down about 5 feet of water. Is the southwest corner of the South Lake here. This part is pretty much all natural area. No houses over there. This is called Whistler Bay. There's a couple of creeks and rivers that come in here. I mean, you can see it's not a lot of tubers and jet skis and that sort of thing. Just the quality of the water, the color of the water is more about the fishing down on this end of the South Lake. Out in the middle of the South Lake right now, there are some pretty low areas. You can see the pencil reeds over there. I had a marker back there. This might be, I think this is about 15-20 feet here, but you get over by the sides, you really got to watch it because it's weedy. You can't really see that well. There's a really small boat launch over here called the DNR West launch. It's just right straight ahead there. There's only parking for maybe about 4 trailers, I would say. Okay, so that's the South Lake. We're going to head up towards the channel here. It goes into Lake Leelanau, the town of Lake Leelanau. It's a narrow channel. It's a bit grassy. We'll have to slow down up there, but I'm going to gas it on my way up there until I hit the no wait zone. gets a lot shallower in here, so as you get closer to the channel, you got to slow it down. Here you definitely want to stay to the left. That's a shallow area over there to my right. Got these little markers, like little buoys out here on the sides that define the channels. This lake, this area, is actually a special area for me. This is the first lake that I trailered this boat in. This boat I've got is a 2008 Crown Line bow rider, 18 footer. It's a kind of bare bones model that I got in 2009. It was 2008 model, so it's left over a year. And you know, I've had the same boat for 15 years. I really like this boat. It's basic. It does everything I need it to do. And the first lake I trailered it into was this one. And this is kind of like as far as I went with it. I didn't even go through the channel. Okay, so now we're back in the slow no wake zone. Got a couple kayakers over there. This bridge coming up here kind of separates the two lakes, north and south. You can see this is quite shallow here, so got to take it slow. There's a launch over here. Let's see how weedy and much vegetation there is there. This is a launch in the town of Lake Leelanau. It's a pretty nice boat ramp. They got a decent amount of parking back there, trailer parking. And you start to see some slips in here for some businesses. There's a bunch of businesses we really like in Lake Leelanau. One of them is Dick's Pour House, which is a restaurant, burgers, beer, that sort of thing. They used to have a slip that you could pull up here and just walk right up into their place, which is just right up there on the hill, but I don't think they do that anymore. This all says private around here, which is too bad, because that was a nice place to go, get yourself off the water. Here's the bridge here. We're coming up underneath. Separates the lakes. Again, no wake in here. I trimmed the prop up. It's shallow. It's maybe 3 feet of water here. Not real clear. Boathouse Vineyards, they do have a dock you can pull up to there. That's kind of cool. A little bit of space there. So this is the channel. It goes between the lakes. Slow it down. It's weedy, no wake for sure. Trim up your prop. I go about almost halfway in here to make sure I'm not hitting the bottom. Actually, I just saw the dock for Dick's Pour House. It's back behind us there, so that's good. They just moved it. Used to be down in the other area. It's a nice natural area here. There's gas back there. The gas fuel right here on the channel. Weekends, this gets busy. I mean, this is a Thursday. I'm out here now. It's kind of a cloudy day, so it's not the greatest day to be out here, but you see a lot of boats coming through the channel here. North Lake, you're going to see quite a difference between the two. The color of the water, the bottom, much deeper lake in the North Lake. Though the deepest part of the South Lake is going to be about 60 feet. And when you're on the North Lake, it goes down to about 120 feet. South end of the North Lake is still pretty shallow in here. There's a couple of sandbars. I've seen day boaters hang out sort of on both sides of this part here. We're really at the very beginning of the North Lake. The water's going to start to get a lot clearer though. Points of interest, there's actually a public dock over there called Schneider Park. You can't launch a boat there, but you could put in a kayak or canoe, something like that. They do have a dock if you wanted to stop over there and use the bathroom. Start to see the color get a lot clearer here. This part of the lake, it's going to get deeper too. All right, right here, right where I am, just about exactly this spot, sort of at the southern part of the North Lake Leelanau, is the 45th parallel. So what does that mean? If I keep going north, I'm more than halfway to the North Pole. So we call it up north here. That's one of the reasons why. You're getting closer to the North Pole when you head in towards Leland and up the North Lake Leelanau. Start to see this water getting clearer, greener, cleaner. It's deeper here. Good fishing for sure. I'm probably 40 feet deep right here. M22 scenic highway is right over there. Kind of going right along the bend there. That's going to go into the town of Leland and then go further north. The channel that goes into Leland is over here to my right, so we're going to head over that way. It's a very narrow, kind of super shallow creek that goes in there. Okay, here we are coming into the mouth of the river here that takes you into Leland. It is no wake, so be careful with your speed, careful with the prop. Leland's a beautiful place. Just really scenic homes, historic homes, lots of nice shops, restaurants. There's Fishtown in Leland. It's out by Lake Michigan. You definitely want to check that out. Lots of great shops there. There's a charter that goes over to the South Manitou Island and North Manitou Island. Definitely worth a visit over there as well. The town, very quaint, very interesting to see. You can see how shallow this is. Clear water though, clear and clean. Definitely want to take it slow going through here. It's a really nice ride. Check out the homes, the boats on the side here that are right in the town of Leland. Riverside Inn is here. It's one of our favorite restaurants right here on the river. And then there's a launch that's up here in the town of Leland off to the right. That small, very small. It's only like 2 or 3 places to park, but you can get in the water there if you're coming in from Leland. The bridge up there is M22 that goes across. That is as far as you can go, because it does go out to Lake Michigan, but there's a dam out there, so you cannot get a boat out there. Just not even a kayak or anything. You gotta turn around here. to the North Lake out of the river. Super shallow in there. I was off a bit to the side and definitely was scraping the bottom, but the bottom there is all sand, so you're not hitting any rocks, you're just hitting sand, so it's not going to do much to your prop, which is good. But just such a scenic area. This turnout here, natural on this side. Beautiful color to this lake. Town of Leelanau, it's amazing. Definitely worth checking it out. We're going to go around up to the north end of the North Lake here. Park right over there is called Netto Bay, and we were ice skating here. It was just incredible. This entire lake, this North Lake, was completely frozen. You could see down in it about 10 feet to the bottom. You see fish swimming underneath you. Just incredible experience. That's the winter. Obviously we're here in the summer, but if you get to check this place out in the winter, this is the place to go. It's a public park. You can just get in there, get your ice skates on, and get out on the lake. Look at that launch over there. Nobody's even there. Not a single trailer here this afternoon. I don't think that one gets used very much. Looking back south from the North Lake near the top here. Gonna head back and put the boat back on the trailer, take it in. Alright, so that's it for another amazing lake, northern Michigan. It's the Lake Leelanau, both north and south. If you get a chance, get out on this lake. If you can, get your boat out here, rent a boat. If you can't do that, just come out and visit this one, because it is a beauty and not to be missed. Hey, check out my channel. It's UpNorthGuy on YouTube. I got more videos about amazing lakes, how-tos, product reviews, life and living up here. Beautiful northern Michigan.